Oh, it is a beautiful, calm morning this morning. After the last couple days of high winds, this is so welcome. It's just so calm and peaceful. Got some breakfast going, just getting some scrambled eggs ready. I gotta tend to those or I overcook them. I forgot I have that salad in there. Good lunch. Well, good morning all. We are coming at you from my lakeside camp here next to Lake Mead in Nevada. Beautiful, calm morning this morning. We had a couple really windy days. One of them was extremely windy. So when it calms down like this, you just really notice the difference. Sun is shining and warming up quickly here. So I'm just getting some stuff done around camp before I'm going to try to hit the water. I was given an inflatable stand-up paddleboard by my late friend Arlind last year, and I have yet to use it, so I pumped it up the other day just to make sure all was good with it, didn't have any leaks or anything, and it's looking good. So I'm going to try to get it down on the water for the first time, see how that goes. Today is a perfect day for that, but just getting some chores done around camp first. Okay, so that's the paddleboard and all the accessories needed to get on the water in that pack there. Just tried it on. It's not that heavy, quite comfortable. Let's get down there. Well, this thing packs really nice. It makes such a big difference to be able to just conveniently pack it down to the shoreline like this. Had an inflatable kayak in the box van, and it's probably about the same weight total, maybe a little heavier, but it only had like a sling shoulder strap to carry it, and putting all that weight just on one shoulder, a hike like this, a lot less enjoyable. This is really nice. I can do this. Watched a guy come down here the other day with his truck, and he launched off this point over here. It seems like the lowest point. Some of these kind of drop off a few feet. So unfortunately we had that windstorm and it was blowing right this way, and the waves were coming up over the shoreline here, and this soil when it's wet is super slick and look like clay. So I'm hoping it's not too bad over there. Go check it out. There's the little AstroVan way up on the ledge there. Barely see it. Oh yeah, this is the perfect point to launch here. It comes right down level with the water. No drop off. Be able to get in there no problem. And the wind is still down. It is just beautiful. You can see it's a little bit more ripply over there. It's catching more wind. This cove I think is a little bit more protective. So I think I'm gonna stick over in this area. I don't think I'll be able to get all the way across the lake. I'm not feeling that ambitious, but we'll see how this paddleboard handles. I'm most likely going to be sitting. I don't think I'm going to do much of the stand-up. I might try it, but I still got to get a handle on waterproofing and everything. I want to bring a camera out, and I don't want to ruin my gear, so we'll see. Seems to be inflating pretty quick. This pump, it puts air out on the up and down stroke. So pretty effective. Yeah, that's only a couple minutes of solid pumping. Not bad. You're getting close. Oh, what a beautiful day. So glad that wind died down. It was brutal. All right, we made it out onto the water. This thing feels actually pretty stable. Just got on it and pushed off from the shoreline. So yeah, we're gonna do some paddling around. It seems to track pretty well. It does have a 3-fin system, 2 small ones and 1 bigger one in the middle. And it's pretty stable. Again, I'm just gonna do the sit down thing. Your butt does get a little wet when water splashes up over it, but it's just awesome to be out on the water. See if we can get moving. Don't have the best camera set up here. I had a chest mount for my action camera and I left it in the box van. Only a few things that I forgot to bring with me that I really wanted to. I'm just gonna kind of hug these shorelines here in case that wind picks up. Water is cold. It's not like freezing, but these guys over here. Some sort of waterfowl. Yeah, this thing paddles nice. Oh, spooked him. Ah, it's so peaceful out here. What a difference a day makes. It's a little island right here. I'm just out here floating around, hanging my feet in the water. It is pretty chilly. I'll probably only keep them in for about 5 minutes or so. Not bad. Well, I've been out paddling around for a good couple hours. It's really nice to be on the water. It's nice and cool here on the water. Still not even a breeze. Super calm. Should have brought a snack with me. I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna have to go back and make some lunch here. See if I can dismount here without going in the water. Actually, the water's not that bad. I've been soaking my feet. Well, that was an incredibly enjoyable paddle around the lake there. This thing is really easy to break down as well. You can push all the air out of it and then use the pump in deflate mode and suck it down to where it's just super flat, rolls up easy, goes right back in the pack. I like that the pack has a little extra room, so it's not like you have to stuff it in there and, you know, sit on it to get the zipper closed. It closes up real easy. And again, just sits on the back real nice with the waist belt. You can kind of divide the weight up between your shoulders and your waist. And yeah, super nice. Of course, I've got to climb to get out of here. I'll check in when I get there, let you know how it is. Well, I'm just doing an easy and quick lunch after paddling around the lake there. The closest market to here had these Caesar salad bag salads on sale, on clearance, so I grabbed a couple of them. I think they were only like $2. Okay, well, it was a productive day at camp after I got back from paddling on the lake there. I was able to get the solar panels back out, got all my power banks charged up, was able to get the shower tent up and took a shower. Actually gave myself a haircut before the shower. Got all of the paddle board and equipment dried out and packed away, so it was a good day. Oh yeah, did I mention that there's wild burros here at Lake Mead? These guys are usually friendly, but you kind of got to be careful. They can get a little aggressive sometimes. Just let them go right by me. They're looking for food. I'm not gonna feed you guys. Hey, I'm not gonna feed you. Huh? Yeah, I got no food. I got no food for you. Be nice. Cute little things. All right, we'll see you. Thanks for letting me pet you. Little snack. Oh, I got nothing. I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you, buddy. I got nothing for you. Well, the sun is setting once again. Gotta say, it was a good day. Okay, we're wrapping things up here at our Lake Mead camp spot here. It was a very nice day. I was so glad I was able to get out on the water on the calm day there. But it's time to move on. We're going to go check out other places, and I'll give you a little glimpse of camp here. Unfortunately, there was a lot of trash here when I got to this camp, so I'm going to haul as much of it as I can off and try to leave it a little bit cleaner for the next person. So I have 2 full bags here. It was basically all in this hole over here and some in the fire pit. And this hole was covered by this sheet of plywood, which unfortunately I can't haul off. And I can tell exactly what this is. This is somebody's floorboard from their camper van setup. I've just built those myself before. I recognize the cutouts. That's for the wheel wells. This goes up against the back and contoured to fit in the bottom of the van. and someone felt the need to just leave it behind here. So that plywood board was covering this hole, which underneath the board had a bunch of trash in it, as well as the fire pit. So I don't have a saw to be able to cut this up. Otherwise, while I was here, I would have cut it up into smaller pieces and burnt it. It's too big for me to burn on its own. I would be worried about it sending ashes over the hillside here and starting a little brush fire. So anyway, not complaining, just something that I try to do at my camps. Not super stoked about having to put this trash in the back of my van, but tried to double bag it, and I know there's a dumpster in town that I can use. So anyway, we're going to get back on the road, say goodbye to the lake. Goodbye, Lake Mead. See you next time. Okay, we are coming into Valley of Fire State Park. Got an overcast day today, so the colors won't be as bright. It's still a very pretty place. These bright orangish red rocks here, just very iron rich. They really stand apart from the surrounding mountains color wise. Open sunrise to sunset only, no drones. 24-hour campground access though. Check out this guy as soon as we come in the park. Chowing down. Ha! This old stone cabin's neat. Pretty well fully intact. Not much for parking down here. Back it in so I don't get trapped. Looks like they were built in 1935 by the CCC. Civilian Conservation Corps. They really did a lot of work back in those days. Of course, you can see the roofs on these have been renovated, but the building structures themselves are all original. Did a great job building these. Love those chimneys. Let's go in and check it out. Each have their own fireplace. It's very cozy. I could totally live in one of these. Don't need much more space than that. It's like a mansion compared to my van. A window with a view. Very cool. The second one here, pretty much the same as the first. The fireplace is done up a little differently. Stone floors. So these two are joined here, and this one's separate. And this front here is rounded. It's really cool. You can see the logs sticking out as part of the roof. This one seems slightly bigger inside. I assume these ceilings have been reinforced, renovated since the originals, but it looks like everything else is the original construction. Very cool. All these holes from the weather, the wind and rain over the years. Neat how it does that. It's neat to see them up close, but it's all over, all these tall ones in the distance as well. When you stare at it long enough, you start to see faces everywhere. Got to see one of these guys on the way in. Yep, there's a couple more. A white butt. Wow, look how defined that line is there between the red and the white. It's like you get iron and you get no iron. Really cool. One there looks like the Starship Enterprise. They call these the Beehives here. It's the result of the direction of the wind or water that was moving the sand as it was deposited. Gives you these different lines. Well, I appreciate y'all joining me for another video. Well, as soon as we left the state park there, it started coming down. There was rain in forecast, so we're just gonna hunker down and get through this rain, and we'll be seeing you soon in the next video. Hope you're all doing well out there. Take care. Peace.